Did a meteor trigger a Grand Canyon landslide? Amazing geological discoveries. Imagine a massive landslide in the Grand Canyon, triggered by a meteor impact, reshaping the Colorado River and creating a massive paleolake. This is exactly what might have happened around 56,000 years ago, according to a new study. Geologists have been studying driftwood and lake sediments found in Stanton's Cave, located in Marble Canyon, which is part of the eastern Grand Canyon. What they discovered is a piece of the puzzle that connects the area with the famous Meteor Crater site in northern Arizona. Finally, but here's where it gets interesting. The researchers found that the driftwood is approximately 56,000 years old, and yet today, the Stanton's Cave entrance sits about 150 feet above the Colorado River. This has led them to believe that the driftwood must have been carried there by an ancient paleolake formed when a landslide dammed the river. To put that into perspective, it would have required a flood level 10 times bigger than anything seen in the past few thousand years. As Carl Karlstrom, co-lead author of the study, pointed out, it would have required a 10 times bigger flood level than any flood that has happened in the past several thousand years. The study suggests that the meteorite impact that created Meteor Crater could be linked to the paleolake formation in the Grand Canyon. This impact would have generated an earthquake with a magnitude of 5 to 6, which could have sent a shockwave powerful enough to shake loose unstable cliffs in the Grand Canyon, triggering a massive landslide. And this is the part most people miss. The landslide could have deposited enough debris to dam the river and form a lake. Other caves high above the river have also been explored for clues about the canyon's geological past. In addition to the driftwood, ancient beaver tracks have been found in areas that would be inaccessible to the water-dwelling animals today, further supporting the idea that a paleolake once existed in the area. But here's where it gets controversial. The researchers noted that further study is required to eliminate any other possible explanations for the river damming, such as random rockfall or a more local earthquake around the same time. What do you think? Do you agree with the researchers' findings? Or do you have an alternative explanation for the Grand Canyon landslide? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Asteroid impact linked to Grand Canyon's ancient lake formation. New study reveals. Imagine two of Arizona's most iconic natural wonders linked by a catastrophic event from space. A groundbreaking study reveals that the asteroid responsible for creating America's largest crater, Meteor Crater, may have also triggered the formation of an ancient, temporary lake in the Grand Canyon over 56,000 years ago, a connection that rewrites the geological history of the region. The story begins with a 300,000-ton nickel-iron asteroid, roughly 30 to 50 meters wide, slamming into the Colorado Plateau at 11 kilometers per second. This collision unleashed energy equivalent to 150 atomic bombs, carving out a 1.2 kilometer wide, 180 meter deep crater near Winslow, Arizona. But here's where it gets controversial. The seismic wave from this anti impact may have rippled 100 miles west to the Grand Canyon, sparking a massive rock slide in Nankoweap Canyon. This landslide dammed the Colorado River, creating a 50-mile-long, 370-mile-foot-deep paleolake that existed for over 1,000 years. The evidence lied in driftwood and lake sediments found 45 meters above the modern river in Stanton's Cave. This driftwood couldn't have gotten there without a flood 10 times larger than any in recent millennia, explains Dr. Carl Karlstrom, co-lead author. Initially dated to roughly 44,000 years ago via radiocarbon, newer techniques, including luminescence dating, refined the timeline to 55,600 years ago, aligning perfectly with the asteroid impact. But not everyone agrees. Critics argue the lake could have formed from a natural landslide or unrelated earthquake. However, the convergence of dates from the impact, landslide, and sediment makes the cosmic connection compelling. As Karlstrom notes, all these rare events aligning at the same time is more than a coincidence. This research, spanning over 5 decades and published in Geology, challenges traditional views of the Grand Canyon's evolution. It also raises bigger questions. Could other global landmarks be secretly tied to space events? And how might this discovery reshape our understanding of Earth's vulnerability to celestial violence? Your turn. Do you believe the Grand Canyon's ancient lake was born from a meteorite's fury, or is this a stretch? Share your thoughts below.